Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Control, where, we're gonna be going in here. Into the Ritual Division, eventually, after I knock over all our equipment. Thing is, though, I decided that I wanted a stronger grip. Literally. The weapon form grip. So I decided to go and grind out some resources over an executive, and I made, a horrible discovery, which I regret making. Severely regret. But it turns out that there's another episode, I believe, of Threshold Kids, and I have found the proposal explaining what the fuck the Threshold Kids are. Apparently, this is their attempt at children's television. I wish I was, but I am not kidding. I actually have proof. In the collectibles, I believe it is under Research and Records, I believe? Yep, Threshold Kids proposal. With the recent arrival of the Bleh, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Bleh. There are no other Bleh for Bleh to play with, and Bleh is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. A little bit of a typo there, but that's fine. Also, second note, I feel like this is referring to my brother, and by me, I mean Jesse's brother. Solution: Bleh will require a slow, Bleh-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explains the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget will be minimal. I took a few puppet-making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Bleh will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Bleh to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Bleh love puppets. Yeah, kids love puppet. Compiled by Bethany Harrington, parapsychologist. I'm honestly curious. Did Zechariah Trench order the creation of the Threshold Kids, or did Bethany Harrington? Because if it was Trench, I have some serious questions about how this place was run. If it was Bethington, I mean, that's not as bad. I also received some less interesting things. Just Penny's apparently the one in charge of the discussion of this book club, and Samson wasn't really into it. Big on the villains and the cool technology, not so much on the, how did he phrase it? Hoity-toity, flowers and guns, space hippies. Shrug. Oh, right, and there's another audio thing to go over. But first, I think it's best we lead off with the harder-to-swallow programming. And I'm wondering if this is 5 of somethingeth. And also, yeah, that... I'm looking at the red hair, I'm looking at me, I'm looking at the red hair again. I'm kind of curious. Well, let's let this horrifying thing proceed.
Hey, Meg, what's wrong? My mom's dead. I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened? I don't know. It's like the director says, confidential and children both start with C. The director's a puppet. Very third person.
Yes!
Says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back.
What city?
I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
Please never do that again. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Make it stop. Fuck! do I not like that? Anyway, okay, so that having been done, oh, of course. Yeah, so this is how you grind for materials in the various areas. In this case, we needed house readings. I still kind of need more house readings, honestly. So I would not say no if some of you were to drop some. But I really am not here for you. I was just here for that horrifying experience, because I feel like my first impression of that is, well, someone might extract some entertainment from it. Also, I kind of almost sort of forgot about... No. Do you mind? Of course, some more of them. See, when I was hunting for materials, I could barely get any of these guys to spawn. Now that I'm not hunting for materials, all of a sudden everybody wants to show up. Ain't that always the way, though? Undefined readings, yeah, I got plenty of those now. Although I don't know what plenty of those really consists of, and I didn't check. I did not check. Could you get over here so I can kill you? Thank you. Really? There we go. Okay. Are we quite finished? Evidently not. Also, I'm not sure how much this boosted the base damage of this particular form of the service weapon. But anyway. Yeah, there's a few more doors like this with clearance levels that we previously didn't have. Fake planes? Airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the skies are the monsters. The government made the earth trains look like monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me. What? That they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Cool. Interesting. Interesting. Also, this dead letter, got some questions there. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fishes on the wall. Not sure that your wife really wants those, but you know what? You do you, Dwayne Barr. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. It says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. God bless him. Also, realizing this is like the first 10 minutes, I'm kind of just delaying the other area just for the moment. Yeah, get that thing off.
You're listening to America.
Is there a way I can have this
the airwaves for more than 29 years.
play while I move around a bit? No? Cool.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena.
Yeah, I'm
Today,
curious how you
friend of the
explain
show,
this.
Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have.
Uh-huh.
And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me.
Nothing.
No chilly spots or flickering lights.
Alright,
But
alright.
when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep
Yeah, not much of a
calling
story,
and
though,
whenever
honestly.
you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Was kind of hoping for more from that, but maybe we'll see more in the future. I continue to be disturbed by the Threshold kids, and, well, hopefully won't be anything we have to worry about now. Nobody wants to fight now? Good choices being made today. There's a few others in Executive that we can go through, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. Primarily because I want to find, among other things, most particularly the actual... What was it again? Lamp? Lantern? Lantern, I think is what it was. Give us a moment as soon as this is done. There we go. Yes, actual thing I want is the X-ray light box. Which is still in the hypnosis lab, but... I mean, we're right here. There's really no reason not to go inside. So I suppose I should. Despite my better judgment. Out of curiosity, though. No weapon form is available. Interesting. I kind of expected I'd be able to upgrade everything else once I upgraded my pistol once, but okay. We already went into the ritual office, right? This all seems a little bit familiar. Hello.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14.
Very loud about it, too. I appreciate that.
No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate.
As you do.
Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
I'm sorry, did you hear that, like, demonic scream? Or was that just me? I think that was just me. Okay, good. Oh, I am not okay with this. Perhaps starting off with the Threshold kids was not the best choice I ever made. And I now have this annoying feeling like... Actually, though. Need that. But... Did you freeze on me? But... Well then. Okay. Texture's done popping in? Great. Great. So, I saw there was something about a health boost that is apparently at a much higher level than I think I should be allowed to have, but I'm taking it. Because it's available. So why wouldn't I? Just disable a few of these. I really don't use shield at all, so I don't... Yeah. That does nothing for me. Oop. Anyway. Inventory management done, and health increased by another... I don't really pay attention to that, but 13%, I'm gonna say, hopefully. More. Yeah, I've been completely thrown off by that crash. Also, first crash I've had, so... Good.
This way to the lab? Okay.
Ah.
You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet.
Yeah.
Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over. Yes.
He's probably fine. Yep, I'm not the biggest fan of that noise. Not gonna lie. Oh, this was just for a loot box. Well, that's unfortunate. Nothing I particularly value there. Well. That looks promising. But before we do that... Hello. Oh. Not gonna worry about that, because I don't really want to. Anyway. Up. Down. Oh, I see what the puzzle is. But how am I supposed to... I believe that is right. Oh, no it isn't. And I have it in the wrong position now. Cool. I'm off by 1. Okay, that works too.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
I don't know if we should make it work, for one thing. Too strong, leaks out. Changing variables. Our way in? What in the... What is it about this symbol? Or this... What is this? Classified. I do not understand what I am looking at. And I'm not sure I want to activate that machine because I'm worried what it will do to Polaris. Too powerful for use? Dimensions, feedback loop. What's this? Back here? Let me go away from the objective and see if we can't find something else. Still not clear on what Polaris is, because I don't know. Purely benevolent entities, I'm always suspicious of that. Blackrock prisms. Ooh. I had wondered about this. Blackrock prisms are a unique formation of Blackrock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of Blackrock dampens paranatural forces, the unique Bleh structure of prisms retains frequencies in the range of Bleh to Bleh hertz, with perfect Bleh harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a Bleh through a harmonized prism onto a Bleh, methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto Bleh, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance. Bleh in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to the file Bleh for report. Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling by order of not applicable. Curious. Wait, what is this?
Altered item.
Oh, no, that's that. Right. You kids and your testing things. What's this do? Oh, is this the material that the HRAs are made of, then?
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem.
Oh,
We
great.
need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Yeah, a wee bit.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Fantastic question. I apparently have that now. Nope. That doesn't seem right. Okay. What I need are the punch cards themselves first before I go doing any of that silliness. Is that all the punch card? Nope. Got ourselves a puzzle.
We need to find all the punch cards.
Yes, I believe I've done that. I believed incorrectly. 4, which appears to have that symbol. Can we affect this? So I'm assuming number 4 would have... Wait. Think that looks right? Let me... Look at this. Black all around, and then the right. Yes. That's number 4. Can we affect this? Configurations. It shows 1 being the radiation symbol looking one? Okay. Okay. This is 5. Not what I want. Unless it is what I want.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Yes, thank you. That is something I figured out by just basic logic. Thank you. Invert those 2. Number 1, I guess, would have to be the radiation symbol then. That caused a feedback loop. 2, then, I'm going to assume was either the square or the... Let me say, rephrase that.
These
Cube.
whiteboard drawings may be important.
Thank you. I feel like I'm on a timer to figure this out before she goes and explains it all. Alright, so it's either that or that. I don't know if I have to follow that or I have to flip them the way the whiteboard is designed. Whiteboard is designed, I should say. 4. Where's 3? 3 is there. Could be that, which puts 4 or 5 as this one then. That seems to have worked. I say, not knowing if it actually did. What's that? Well, I seem to enjoy it, and by I mean Polaris.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan.
Okay.
We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance.
Gotcha.
That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
Yeah, but I need...
How long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
Or...
She's right.
You
As
could tell
much
me
as I
now,
want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help.
which is why I'm in a strong
Fine.
negotiating position.
I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
Okay, Jesse, fine.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
Hum. Hum, hum, hum. Oh, what is this place? Yo.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Which will? What will? This will? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Fascinating. Really? Okay. I mean, it's like, I'll get right on this, but also, I kind of have another thing I want to find. So it's gonna have to wait just a little tiny bit. And I'm not gonna bother with the hiss nodes. Which is probably easier to do than the other. Yeah. Let's get this X-ray ability first. Because one of these seems more useful than the other. Parapsychology, I assume it's down here. Well, actually, what am I saying? I have a map. I can just find it this way. Not the way I want to do that. Oh, good. I was hoping. Okay, guys. Hey. Hey, how's it going? Have you considered not doing this, though? I am glad you reconsidered. Oh, nope. Not a big fan of your twisted, broken body aesthetic. Why are there so many of you? Question, how does this stack up? Not very well. Okay. I see. The shield did not protect me as well as I would have liked, but okay. I wonder if there's something to setting all those on. This is not the first time we've seen one of those guys, but... Ooh, Black Rock analysis? Tell me more. Hi, caller. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? And we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. Beats the day in the lab, plus it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Black Rock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla, a handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. Can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Aw. Resonance? Can you offer me more details?
Is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me.
Who?
He's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign.
Is it?
We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
I'm curious who that actor is, because I really like their work. I really enjoyed that. I mean, enjoy it in the fact that I like the guy playing the mad scientist. But, okay. Hedron. Is that just what their name for Polaris is, maybe? Possibly? How did I never get this? Our holder's 665. Interesting to hear from you. The board? I have questions, but can't really get them answered here. Okay, though. Okay. I need to be up there. Just to get to that lab. Okay. Also, there might be something in parakinesiology, maybe? I'm just looking at the And maybe I didn't finish up in Ritual Division either. I'm just looking at the question mark spaces on the map. Am slightly concerned. Oh god, a little bit of lag there. That's fine. I've turned off the motion blur and I'm not sure I like this. Just this in general. Dr. Darling's office. Haven't I already been here?
I've been fielding questions recently.
Evidently
regarding
not.
HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
Ooh, someone's having a bad day.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements. We're listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Ha ha! True enough. Makes sense.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Uh-huh. Well, the good news is it was seemingly quick and painless, I think. Resonance theory. Ooh, we got the deep lore here. That's not what I wanted at all. Resonance theory. Resonance is there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Bleh opened the door to a bleh I've called bleh. The bleh emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It's shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common bleh that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file so-and-so for full report. Darling budget request. I imagine. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss, but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Wow, okay. Also, wow. All of that. Just... Wait, didn't I pick something up? There we go. The astral plane. Ooh, now here's something I'm interested in. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the Bleh and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I'll attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will remerge. Interesting. We have changed the fate of everyone by that decision, judging by the dun-dun. Astral plane counter-essay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the so-and-so, an entity or group of entities, that we have little information on, or little of them allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the board, perhaps, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very bleh of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more insidious or artificial or something else? Oh. Curious possibilities. Unfortunately, I'm positive that the Hiss are opposed to the board, but I'm not sure it's a necessarily bad thing? I don't know, it's bad for us, regardless. The Hiss don't seem to be very big on human life as we know it, although I wonder, because they didn't attack me before I got the service weapon. Huh, dimensional research, you say? Oh, haven't I? Haven't I already gone through here? Or a place similar? I'm surprised it didn't label it if I didn't. Fire break.
Possibly changing labyrinth. You never pass through. Dimensional research.
I feel like this is definitely not the way I want to go, but also the ashtray maze. I mean, I have no reason to go here. I'm probably not prepared to go through here. But on the other hand, let me take a look. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm trapped now. One more run through. But I might have to just admit defeat. Thanks? I think... Uh-huh. What? I think that has to have something to do with these pictures, maybe? But yeah, I ain't going through that ashtray maze anytime soon, and we're just about out of time, so, thank you all for your time. We're gonna keep exploring for this hypnosis lab. We've learned some things. I'm not sure what exactly we learned, though. I've had some time to digest some of the previous episodes and think on some things, but yeah, this is a peculiar one. Oh, great. Well, see y'all in a moment. As I said while I was interrupted, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. Oh, really, guys? Really now? I gotta kill you with abilities, apparently. At least that's what it said. Ow. Really now, fellow? Goodbye. Son of a